Well, it's Thanksgiving Day, 11/27/2025. I am home alone, celebrating my my holiday. I'm choosing to not be alone, so I chose to sit here in this seat and do several videos for you. For those of you that might be alone today, or even not. Uh, Go ahead. I've already got spirit coming in. Andrea, we will all through your our recordings today be lifted in spirit in some way. It is a promising for you and your viewers today. Andrea, the value button we push for you in bringing what it is we want to say is very much like this. I have this it's a laptop K button, or button top. I found it back at me today and out of nowhere. So the spirit saying the value, there's the value button. I don't have a value button on my keyboard, but spirit says we do, and we are pushing the value button on account of you and those that are viewing you, for them not feeling blue. We will go ahead. We will carry the top of the K button. In other words, they're saying they'll pass the baton now to the spirit that's going to come through for message today. But they're using they'll pass the K button top. Andre, your guest has some things that they wish to say for many of their fans. For them not, prior to leaving, been able to relay what it is that they're going to say in this message. Thank you. Andrea, we will give your guest a no name for the outreach, the casting upon the circuits, his name. Okay. Hope you guys understood that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Am I supposed to say that? He's saying he's happy to be here, and he's go ahead. I seem to have falling upon me purple rain. Or it could just be ink in my eyes again. That was cute. Andrea, I danced in the purple rain. When you held frame to that painting that you had made for your daughter, that you titled Purple Rain, I was beside you. For the relieving and the easing of you in the pain. There is something that I bring today so much more of value than that. He's saying than this button top K. for what I'm going to say, we need be reminded that I was more than just that name. I understand you as being tapped. I believe that you are tapped for your ability like the Pied Piper would bring the rats. This man can make it rain, or if he wanted to. Andrea, I made purple the rain. For the same reason why before in this video I've came. If you were to mark off, X out my name, above me and below me, I'd be splashing still in purple rain. For purple is my color of choice. Not for the, she's saying the bandwidth of it, not for the eyes, or that's not, bandwidth is within a stream, a recording. So it not for the stardom, for the fans' starry eyes. Andrea, I go ahead. Andrea, I realized the frequencies and colors. It allowed me sight through my third eye. And for it, I colored my clothes with purple dyes that I would squeeze from the rain when it dried. For on its frequency, I could rely. I'm trying not to choke up, you guys. Andrea, it is not a common gathering. The odd coupling of you and I. For in before my death, go ahead, there would never be a meeting of you and I. I agree. I'm not, because I mean, I might go to one of your concerts, but I'm not going backstage to meet you. Andrea, I look death prior to my passing straight in the eye. The eyes. Meaning not the eye, the eyes. Somebody's eyes, right? Death wears a cloak of its own. May it be tailored May it be full of holes, clumsily hand sewn. I'm going to try really hard to just hold this and not interpret for you. Andrea, my heart's tones were for my own. For my wishing to promote what I have discovered on my own in tones, was shut down, was placed in a locked, chained trunk and mailed home. I could never gather the frequencies from within that chest that I wanted so badly to permeate into the ether for our receiving, for all of you receiving the heart's message, the lighting of your chest, within your chest. You're talking about, Andrea, frequencies. When are placed, go ahead. Andrea, frequencies high enough from my guitar's empty slate, meaning his strings. Empty slate, meaning changing the frequency of, or the hertz of go ahead. Andrea, I raised the bar, the hertz. The basic leveling of a tuning fork, I bent and made berserk. I shamed. Go ahead. That's sad. He says, I stained the sky, not making it. Meaning he tried. He didn't make it, but he tried. Andrea, it is realized from all of us, from in the higher realms, our higher minds. I was to bridge for your bodies, your minds. A purple bridge. For your finding your resonant frequency and the benefits of what you were hearing optimized. It was my plan, my purple heart's desire, to weed for you your resonant garden. And place the lower hertz to fire. Hertz hurt. May one thing within what I say remains. If there's one thing, keep it. Like I keep the color in my rain. Keep it in your mind that Hertz-hurt. Instead of flies, they bother me. Only when I'm doing a video do the flies come around me, and I don't understand that. But Hertz-hurt. Andrea, if for those of you who knew me, that loved me and my music and stood by me, I'm asking you now to not let what I've just said leave you. Leave your mind. May it be binding. Hertz-hurt. But, no, say it again. Hertz-hurt unless sound is properly propelled, properly given scent to the ether's smell, meaning giving. Andrea, it is not a riddle so hard that anyone getting this will fail. They snuffed out my hammer as I had aimed it, as it was coming down to hit the nail. I had bandaged. Go ahead. I had managed to do so much. And for their not being able to place barriers upon me, and for their ability to not legally place barriers upon what I was to bring, I was giving you all empty stage. And the hearing of your hearts for me as the sad song that they would sing. Hertz-hurt. Hertz-hurt. Andrea, Hertz-hurting. Harming. Heavenly beings. Go ahead. Hertz-hurting. Heavenly. Now vulnerable beings were for my prophecy, my main intention was to change the harming hertz from the strings. He wanted to change the whole measured. I don't know much about music, but I know that in the 40s, sometime early 40s or late 39s, they changed the frequency of the tuning of the standard scale for music. But and he's saying that Andrea, I was able to create the hertz for my strings for the healing that my strings, the hertz, from his strings, a new tune. It was not only my heart's desire, but it had been inside me as a must do, as if hardwired. I was too big. I was too fit. Go ahead. I was too fit, just equipped, me and my fiddle. I allowed no one for between me and my strings, anyone in the middle. Go ahead. Go ahead. When I sought for the first chance, to bring note my fiddle, meaning to bring the higher hertz to the to his guitar or bass, whatever, to his harp. He's saying, doesn't matter. I strung my purple garments and wore them in perfect place for my strumming. Go ahead. For my strumming of those unharmful hertz be placed within your receiving of it. The first time I attempted it, are you saying what? My accounting to my joints being okay. He was threatened physically. Andrea, I was threatened to the cost of only one bone. So, go ahead. Andrea, I was never going to leave my purple robe at home. Nor was I ever going to dive into the level of the frequency where the Hertz hurts human lives. there was a there was an echo of what I had finished for a healing Hertz be realized. There was an echo. Somebody snitched him out. Somebody told. Under it, it etched below. For my staying on the rod, for my staying grace. He wasn't allowed to stay. Hertz-hurt the human race. And for knowing it and not doing something about it, for all of my fans, I could never face. Instead, and boy, did I not give, as a rabbit, one hell of a chase. Go ahead. When I rose, a tone that broke a vase, I knew. Go ahead. I knew my calling. I knew what I was going to have to succeed, face. I hadn't even begun crossing the first line in the race, like the starting line. Before he's showing me a paper mate. You know, the erasable ink pens from back in the day? He's showing me that. He was erased. Why the pen, though? Go ahead. Under the purple rain, may none of you ever, not one time after this, hearing this, understand it, the name of that purple rain, as anything but a higher Hertz for us feeling no pain. That's what it's about. I didn't know. Who knew? Is that what you're saying? That I know his music so well, but right now I can't think of one word on that song, and it really doesn't matter. That's what it's about. Andrea, I will dance. Outside of the lights of my fame, to be on the ground here on Thanksgiving in front of you and your viewers, sharing something, pacing, privileged, and not something you're likely to hear again. Place on your wall for my view. He's saying, back in the day when we used to tack record covers to our walls. Hertz-hurt. If they're not in resonance with you, Hertz-hurt. Purple is not only a registered color that I chose for your view, the frequency of it was for the giving of it to you. Because it is my understanding that colors are frequencies, and the highest frequency that there is purple. That'd be the Crown Chakra. It is purple. The highest in demand frequency. Not in demand, but that there is. Andrea, and it can. It can what? He's saying not can, it will always remain that. That color will always remain in that frequency state no matter what they do. No matter what they try to do. They can tune down the tuning forks to the Hertz-hurting of you. But to take the frequency out of the purple, they're not ever going to do. So may you think twice. Maybe you think not even a moment when you see a pair of purple shoes or something purple that you think maybe that's not the color for you. Hertz-hurt. If they're not in resonance with you, raise your life's wires for the tuning fork within your heart be received what it requires in order to communicate and receive for you your desires. Home. For our connections, our better connections, our health. Hertz-hurt. He's wanting to see these purple shirts that say Hertz-hurt on the tailgates, like in some huge arena parking lot. Tailgate parties before the concerts or whatever. Hertz-hurt. Purple. Beautiful idea. God, I love that. Hertz-hurt. That was awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you guys got something out of that. I certainly did. I got chills up and down. Is there anything else? Go ahead. He says, Andrea, you're doing fine on this. Go ahead. Tremendously beautiful Thanksgiving Day. He's gone. That was awesome. Hertz-hurt, guys. Alright, I'm going to do another one after I take a break.